Good afternoon. It's Saturday, April 8th, 2017. For All Western New York News and Radio, I'm Scott Leffler. Sunny today with a high near 46 and a low overnight around 37. Sunday will be mostly sunny with a high near 64. What's in the news? The proverbial three men in a room came to an agreement on New York State's budget on Friday. The agreement between Governor Andrew Cuomo, Senate Majority Leader John Flanagan, and Assembly Speaker Carl Heastie calls for $153 billion in expenditures, increasing education funding and Medicaid funding, while increasing taxes on those making more than $1 million and cutting taxes on so-called middle-class taxpayers, purportedly saving those in that category an average of $250 next year and $700 annually eventually. One thing the budget didn't address was early voting, which Common Cause New York Executive Director Susan Lerner chided the governor for and said it will be up to state legislators to make this a priority. Western New York's congressional delegation all had opinions Friday on Thursday night's bombing of the Syrian airport in response to Syria's chemical attacks on citizens. Congressman Chris Collins, Brian Higgins, and Senator Kirsten Gillibrand each stood by President Trump's decision. Collins, of course, applauded most vigorously. Higgins and Gillibrand were more cautious in their praise. Read statements from all three at All Western New York. Closer to home, Jim Trickley, editor and owner of the Amherst Times, promises to interview every candidate running for office in Amherst this year. All Western New York News has a local content sharing agreement with Amherst Times, so we'll be bringing you those interviews too. By the way, we don't reshare everything they publish, so you may want to check out their other offerings at amhersttimes.com. Police news. A 51-year-old Jerry woman was arrested Thursday on multiple City of Jamestown warrants. State police say the charges against Laura Tompkins include 2 counts of third-degree criminal possession of a controlled substance and disorderly conduct. Tompkins was taken into custody at her residence and transported to the Jamestown Police Department, where she was held pending arraignment. Sports. It's game 1 for the Buffalo Bisons today. Hopefully they're beating the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders right now. We'll bring you details after the game. Meanwhile, the Rochester Red Wings are taking on Syracuse today in Syracuse. Like the Bisons, their Thursday and Friday games were postponed due to monsoon, and like the Bisons, we'll bring you details after the game. The Buffalo Sabres, meanwhile, are back in action at 7 p.m., taking on the Florida Panthers in Florida. It's the second to last game of the season, with the last taking place tomorrow at 5 p.m. in Tampa. Last night's Live from the Archives featured the Brotherhood and Lowertown Trio from Gonzo's in Lockport on April 7th, 2006. If you missed it, we'll rebroadcast it tonight at 9 p.m. Even if you didn't miss it, we're still going to rebroadcast it at 9 p.m. Okay, that's the news. For All Western New York News and Radio, I'm Scott Leffler. Have a great day.